What is the difference between elite and special forces? The Second World War saw forms of units introduced into warfare, the type of which had never been seen before. The British especially, while they had always been good at utilising all sorts of irregular and specialised forces to make up for their centuries-long manpower shortage, it was only in the mid-20th century this idea became a true and concrete reality. And so the idea of official military, elite and special forces was born. But what's the difference? Well, let's look at it through the British lens. First, we have the elite forces, which exist to this day. These are the infamous commandos who went through extremely rigorous physical and weapons training. These groups initially pulled from volunteers in the forces, but quickly opened up to direct entry. The commandos and the red-capped paratroopers were trained to have the skills and physical and mental fortitude to carry out devastating small unit operations, such as sabotage, precision strikes, and night raids. They were trained to operate as a unit and with a peak of soldiering. That just sounds a lot like what Special Forces is, doesn't it? Well, not really. See, while the members of elite forces of the British military were all highly skilled, that was it. They were normal soldiers who were trained far beyond what the average unit was capable of, and performed in turn as a unit. While on the other hand, special forces like the SAS and SBS, Long Range Reconnaissance Force, while coming from largely the same idea, were far more irregular. The original intake of these groups, and even somewhat to this day, were not volunteers who were trained to incredible standards, but rather individuals selected for their capacity for individual operation. Meaning, can a soldier run, swim, climb, and shoot better, faster, and longer than everyone else, and to boot is willing to paint his face and row into a German position in the dead of night and conduct operations? Well, they would fit right into a commando unit. Can a soldier live behind enemy lines for weeks on end, showing an insane capacity for fortitude and survival, and be capable to blow up a train line or shoot up an airfield on the back of a jeep at the end of it, even if they're completely on their own, and grow a beard? Well, that's special forces. These categorizations have shifted and moved, as special forces have also become counter-terrorism forces, but the old classes still hold some truth.